my name is Nathan Aurora, and I baked blueberry muffins, my very own recipe.
That was great, Nathan. And his own recipe? That's pretty crazy.
Especially since he's only an elementary schooler.
All right, great job, Nathan, and let's go to the judging.
For the taste test, these delicious looking little muffins. So I'm going to say, in terms of presentation, these are very cute. I like these. These are very inviting and look very blueberry. So I'm going to give them a 4. All right, and here we go. Okay. In terms of texture, it was a little bit more spongy, I guess I would say, than I had anticipated. It was good, it was moist, but maybe it could be a little bit more moist than I had expected. So I would give texture on a scale of 1 to 5, I'm gonna give that a 2. In terms of taste, the taste was solid. I could taste the blueberries. I thought it was good. I had that. I'm probably going to give that a 4 on a scale. But all in all, great.
So I'm going to give them a 2 for presentation. The color's nice, but there's no cupcake liner, and it's a little underbaked, I'd say. The taste, I'm gonna give a 5. It's dry, it's dense, it's very floury, and there's not enough sugar. Probably the best part of this dish, they make the dessert much nicer. And for texture, I'm going to give a 3.
I really like the taste. The fruit really has a nice flavor. It pops in your mouth and you can really taste the fruit that's marbled in throughout the dessert. The texture could have been a little more moist, but it still really works because the fruit kind of lightens it up a bit. For texture, I will probably give it a 2.5, and for taste, I probably give it about a 6. I would give this one probably a solid 4.5.
Hi, this is Ginger Blazik. I am getting ready to taste the first item. This is a little blueberry muffin, little mini blueberry muffin, which has a nice appearance. I would say probably a 3. There's some irregularities. Some of them aren't this exact same as the other. Let's try the taste. It's got a nice blueberry flavor to it. Could possibly be just a little sweeter. I would say the texture is nice. The texture is probably a 4. The presentation on a scale of 1 to 5, I say would probably be a 3, given the fact that they're different sizes. They should be a lot closer to being exactly the same size. And on a scale of 1 to 10 with the taste, I would say about a 7.
My name is Angelina Liu, and for Teen Pastry Lab's Bake Off, I will be making a mint chocolate cheesecake. For safety reasons, I put on a mask and gloves. Here are the ingredients I will be using. So first we'll start off with a 9-inch springform pan that's double wrapped in foil. I mixed sugar, cookie crumbs, and butter and put it into the pan. I mixed cream cheese and sugar until smooth. I added white baking chips cooled, cream de menthe, all-purpose flour, cream de cacao, and peppermint extract. Finally, I added some eggs and it was ready to go in the oven. I put the cheesecake in a water bath to prevent cracking and baked at 325 for 1 hour and 20 minutes. So now it's done baking and I'm just going to let it chill overnight. It's done chilling, so I cut it up and drizzled some chocolate on top. So that's it. I packaged it up and sent it over to Teen Pastry Lab.
Smooth, rich, creamy, and minty? What else do you need in a cheesecake?
Nothing really. The cheesecake was amazing, from the taste to the texture to the bright green color. We both really loved it. Great job, Angelina. On to the judging.
It looks like a mint chocolate something or another with a little bit of fudge drizzle over the top of it. So in terms of right off the bat with presentation, I'm gonna give this a solid 5. This looks really good. I would say it's right up there. It rivals the rose. It's really, really good. Very well done. All right, here we go. Wow. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, texture. I'm gonna give this, I love this. This is perfect. I think it's moist, not dry whatsoever. It's got that nice fudge on top. I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5 again. And in terms of taste, I thought this was perfect. I'm not the biggest mint fan, and I thought that they did a good job of making it just a nice hint of mint, complemented with the chocolate. It was really well balanced, and so I'm honestly gonna give this, wow, I'm gonna give this a 10. This was great. Dare I say it, I think that this got a perfect score. I thought this was perfect all the way around. Great job.
This is, I'm gonna guess, a cheesecake, probably a mint cheesecake as it is in green in color, probably making it in Oreo mint chocolate cheesecake, but I don't know yet. I haven't tried it. For presentation for this one, I'm going to give it a 4. It looks very, very appetizing. Generally, it looks amazing. The crust looks very nice. It's a little bit uneven though. It's a little bit too small for the whole dessert, but that's a very small component to the 4 I'm gonna give this. It's definitely a very appetizing looking dessert. The whole structure and size of it looks very nice. It's a very good size, but I'm going to give it a 4 instead of a 5 because there's no textural element to the actual dessert, as in presentation, like some sprinkles or some nuts that would just bring this whole thing together. Overall, I'm gonna give texture a 5. It's perfect, almost perfect texture, and I really enjoyed the texture of the entire cake together. The taste, I'm gonna give it an 8. It just needs that nut or maybe layer of Oreos or something like that to give it that extra power.
Okay, second dessert of texture and taste we have here is mint chocolate. So I'm gonna get a little bite here. Wow, I really love that one. It has a really nice soft, almost like a cheesecake type, really soft center, and then the chocolate ganache on top really like brings out the mint. That one's really good. I love that one. It almost has like all the way through, you can just taste the flavors from top to bottom. Probably give texture probably a 5, and taste probably about like a 9. This second dessert, I love the bright colors, the chocolate drizzling down the mint. It's got a really appealing, vibrant colors that just show through, and nice drizzle down the sides. It looks great. This one, probably solid 4.5.
Hi, I'm ready to judge this nice little item. Looks like a little slice of cake, possibly with a little chocolate crumb graham cracker bottom to it. Nice and bright. It's a nice, it's got a nice appearance. It actually looks lovely. I think the appearance on this, the presentation, I would say a 5. I think it's visually very appealing. So we'll take a try here. I think that's a cheesecake, a mint cheesecake with a nice mint crunchy bottom to it. That's really nice. I like the ganache on the top. I think the texture is perfect. I would give that a 5. And the presentation is very pretty. I would say that would also be a 5. And I think the taste is really nice. I would say a 9 on the taste for that. That's really good, really nice.
Hey guys, I'm Alina and I'll be making cinnamon buns.
Here's Alina mixing her cinnamon sugar for her cinnamon rolls. Now Alina is mixing together ingredients for her dough. Now she's rolling out the dough so that she can roll up her cinnamon rolls. And she's spreading on the butter and putting the cinnamon sugar on that. Now she's using string to cut her cinnamon rolls so they maintain a nice shape.
Amazing job, Alina. I really enjoyed the swirls and the cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, they look really great.
And now on to the judging.
This looks like it is a mini cinnamon roll of sorts. I would say presentation is pretty impressive. I'm gonna give this, it looks like a mini cinnamon roll. I'm gonna give this about a 3. It looks it looks tasty, looks good, looks inviting. I would say about a 3. Here we go. Trying to figure out what's the best place to bite this. In terms of texture, I thought it was really good. I liked that it was a little bit more firm. It was a little bit more firm than I thought it would be. So I'm probably gonna give it about a 3 in terms of that. I think it could be just a little bit more moist. So I probably would say maybe a 4. In terms of taste, the taste was great. I thought the icing was good. I thought the flavor with the cinnamon and the spice was great. I'm probably, gosh, I'm gonna give that about an 8. I thought that was an excellent submission. Very well done. Love it. Thanks so much.
Very nice. Very lovely looking. Texture, very hard. 100% overcooked. The taste is really nice though. For texture, I'm going to give this a 2. It's hard, very hard. Presentation is a 2 as well. Actually, I'm going to give that a 3. I'll do, it looked appetizing at first. Just maybe work on the frosting maybe next time. And taste is a 6.
We have this cinnamon roll. It's got a really strong cinnamon, almost like a buttery flavor on the flaky crust. I love how it's crisp on the edges and then soft in the middle. The glaze really covers it. You can tell it keeps it moist. It could use a little bit more flavor in the center of it. The outside is really flavorful with the topping and the edges, but in the middle, it could use a little bit more of that flavor. For taste, I would give it on texture, I would give it a 3. And on taste, I would give it a 6. It looks good. It's like your classic cinnamon roll. I would think the glaze is a little bit grainy. It just looks like maybe it could have dissolved a little bit longer, but overall, like the swirl is even on the cinnamon roll and that looks good. This one, another 3.
Is this, it looks like a cinnamon roll with a glaze on it. I can see a really pretty swirl of that cinnamon roll here, and so I'm excited to try that. Again, just like another one, it probably was very, very good right out of the oven. It seems to be a little dry. It's 9 o'clock. So let's try this. I probably could have popped it into the microwave for a second. Visually, I think this one is beautiful. The presentation, I'd say, definitely is a 5. I'm not 100% sure about the taste. I think the taste is, there's nothing that just 100% stands out. I can't figure out what's in that glaze. Maybe a little maple, I'm not 100% sure. I think that this texture, for me, it's a little dry. So I would probably give it a 3 on the texture. The presentation, I would say definitely a 5. And I think overall on the taste, I would have to say about a 6.
Hi guys. Hi guys, my name is William and I'm making cinnamon muffins for the Team Pastry Lab's Bake Off. First, we need 1.5 cups of flour. Next, 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. Now, we add in baking powder, salt, and cinnamon. You're also supposed to add nutmeg, but I don't have any. Now, for the wet ingredients. Oh wait, wrong way. First, we need 1 large egg. Next, we need to beat the egg, just like how other people beat you at your swimming races. Now, I'm adding in 1/2 cup of cow's milk. Unfortunately, this is not vegan. Oh wait, the egg too. But now, I'm adding in a capful of vanilla. I heard vanilla has alcohol in it, so it might be haram also. Finally, I have 5 tablespoons of melted butter. Did you know it took 415 gallons of water to produce those 5 tablespoons of butter? This is why you should go vegan. Additionally, I want to combine the ingredients, the wet and the dry. Here's my final batter. I don't know what muffin batter is supposed to look like, but it looks right. Spray the muffin tin with a spray so it doesn't stick. Now I'm spooning out the batter into the tin about halfway filled. Here's my oven. I went ahead of time and preheated to 350 degrees or 180 degrees Celsius. Took them out of the oven. They're supposed to rest for a couple of minutes. So the cinnamon flavor didn't really come out, so I'm gonna be making a caramel sauce with cinnamon to try to bring out more cinnamon flavor because these are cinnamon muffins. So I forgot to record the sauce making, but I made a caramel sauce and then I topped it all off with some cinnamon sugar. Hope you enjoy. Thank you, Team Pastry Lab, for inviting me for this bake-off, and thank you to all the judges.
All right, William, that video was interesting. Really, I might consider going vegan because of it. I might.
I think I'll stick with my milk.
Well, let's get on to your judging.
Is this little caramel sugar coated, I'm guessing a scone? I don't know, but we're gonna go with that. So presentation on this, it looks good. I would say the presentation is nice. I'm gonna give this a 3 on presentation. I really like the texture of this. I'm thinking this is kind of I'm thinking this is a muffin. From a texture standpoint, I'm probably gonna give it about a 3. It's definitely got some great flavors, some great taste. I really like it. I'm going to give overall, in terms of taste, I'm probably gonna give this a 7. This is really tasty. Very well done, very well done.
The first look, it looks a lot like a cinnamon sugar muffin. Its aroma is very pleasing and very nice. It's just not eye-catching. So for presentation, I'm going to give this a 2. If I could give half, I believe I'd give a 2.5. Excellent flavor. The flavor of the actual muffin is nice. The crunch that you get from the glaze on top, that's a little bit dried, is actually quite nice. I'm going to give this an 8 for taste. And for texture, a 1.
Right here. I really like that one. It has a little bit more of a drier, crunchier texture, but I love the cinnamon. There's nice crust on the edges that really brings that out. It's almost like a mini churro ball. For texture, I would give it a 2, and taste probably a 5. This one I'd probably give a 3. It looks good. I mean, I like the cinnamon sugar. It's sprinkled on top. It's a little asymmetrical. It could have been cooked more evenly, but it looks like it'll still taste great. And we'll get.
I'm curious about this. I don't know exactly what this is, so we're gonna see. I'm just gonna try it first. I like the glaze on the top. That's very nice. I like the sugar on the top. That also provides a nice little texture. It's a little dry. It's a little on the dry side. The cinnamon flavor is very nice. I would say probably right out of the oven is probably really good. It seems to be a little dense, and I would say probably on that the texture would be about a 3 because it is dry. I liked the presentation because it was interesting. It made me want to try it. So I would say the presentation would probably be about a 3.5, and the taste is very, very cinnamony. And I would give it probably a 7 on the taste.
Hi, my name is Claire and I'm going to be making lemon bars. I wanted to thank Team Pastry Lab for giving me this opportunity to bake my lemon bars in their bake-off. Thank you so much.
Great job on the lemon bars, Claire. Sour and sweet.
We really loved them, especially the bright yellow color. They were great.
And on to the judging.
Which looks like it is a lemon bar. I would say on a presentation rating, I would probably give it a 3. It looks like a lemon bar, so that's, right there. Okay, here we go. Okay, texture is perfect. It's exactly what an ideal lemon bar texture should be. So I'm honestly gonna give this, I would probably say a 4, maybe a 4.5. It's really good. And then from a taste standpoint, it is delicious. I'm not the biggest lemon fan, and I will tell you, I like this a lot. So taste, I'm gonna give this a 9. This was great. Good job. Well done.
Presentation, they were not trying. They could have done a lot with a lemon bar for presentation. Maybe dusted it with powdered sugar. Maybe put a little bit of a twist, like the zest of a lemon, the peel. They could have made that into a little candied peel and made that look really nice with some powdered sugar even. But it looks very bland. I'm gonna give it a 2. It's disappointing. The color is very vibrant and the crust looks very nice, but we're also trying for something unique, and this is just a classic looking lemon bar. You wouldn't even find this at a bakery. They'd probably do a little bit more with it. So I'm going to give them a 2 for presentation. Wow. Instantly hit with that citrusy sour lemon flavor. Overall, texture is a 3 because the sugar means that it wasn't really incorporated into the crust that well. And for taste, I'm going to give them a 6.
Certain taste, here we go. I like that a lot. It has a really strong lemony flavor. It's sweet and sour. The crust is nice and crunchy on the bottom and the filling is smooth. Texture, I would give that a 4.5, and taste, I would give that an 8.5. This one has such a good coloring. You can see like the bright citrus lemon coming through. It's really even, the ratio of lemon filling and the crust on below. It could use a bit of garnish, just to make it pop a little bit more in presentation. But overall, I still think it all look great. This one, I give about a 4.
It looks like a lemon bar, so I'm gonna give that a try here. I'm hoping this is a nice, really tart lemon bar. It's got a nice little crunch to the crust to it. The crunch of the crust is really nice. The shortbread crust is a really nice contrast to the lemon bar itself. Visually, it's nice and bright. That it makes you want to get in there and get that lemon bar taste. The texture of the lemon bar is good. It's a little eggy, so I probably would recommend on that to add more lemon zest if possible. I think the additional lemon zest would really really do it well. And I don't know if there's a way to take out maybe one of those egg yolks from the recipe. But you get the lemon on the back end after you bite it and have it for a little bit in your mouth. But on the front, that egg yolk is really pronounced. So probably adding a little bit more lemon zest would really do the trick to that. But visually very nice. I would say presentation, about a 4.5. The taste, I would say I'm probably an 8. And then the texture was spot on. I would say the texture would be a 5.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Reed. And I'm gonna show y'all how to make some apple roses. Let's go. I didn't get a lot of video because I'm in it for the job, but you're gonna do a little bit of cutting, a little bit of mixing, a little bit of stirring. You're gonna cut the apples, you're gonna spread out the whatever, and then you're eventually roll it into what will eventually be an apple rose.
Wow, Reed, those apple roses were really impressive. I think you're definitely going to get a lot of 5s for your presentation.
Yeah, I had no idea you could bake.
Me neither. All right, let's get on to your judging.
On a scale of 1 to 5 in terms of presentation is concerned, I'm going to give this a 5. This is pretty, it's beautiful, a beautifully designed rose. And as I look a little bit closer, I can see that there's apple chips within it, baked within the crust. So, well done, well done. All right, here we go. In terms of texture, I think it's got perfect texture. It's really moist, but yet it's a little bit flaky too. So I think it's exactly the kind of well-balanced muffin that you'd want to have. I'm gonna give this a 4. In terms of texture, it seems to be well-balanced, both flaky and moist at the same time. I'm gonna give the taste probably about, I'm gonna say a 6. That was a good taste. It's got some apple bits, I like that. A little bit of sugar, some cinnamon in there. Good spice, good, well balanced with the apples. Nice.
For presentation, I'm going to give this a 4. Needs some kind of glaze. And the apple was not the best choice, even though it looks very nice. There are some things you need to take into accountability, so I'm going to give it a 4. This tastes a lot better than I expected it to. Well done, well done to the person who created this. The texture is very nice. I'm gonna give them a 4 for texture. For taste, I'm gonna give a 7.
I really like this one. It's almost like an apple pie in the center. It's got the apple swirling throughout, almost like a floral pattern here, and the edges are really flaky, almost like phyllo dough on the edges. For texture, I give it a 4, and taste, I would give it an 8. This one's probably my favorite. I love the apple rose. They've got some it's nice and crisp on the edges. It swirls around in the center of the pastry, and I love the floral look on it. This one, a definite 5.
This is beautiful. This looks like a flower. And I think this also is a cinnamon roll. This is just beautiful. The presentation is absolutely beautiful. That's probably apple in there. It is apple. And lots of cinnamon. I can taste that. I think visually, as far as presentation, that's definitely a 5. I can see that it probably needed to bake just a little bit more, because you see that wet, the wet shows that it probably needed to bake just a little bit more. And so I'm gonna try the taste here. The apple is really nice because the apple is nice and moist, and it still has a little bit of crunch, and it should have that little bit of moisture to it. It could have a little bit more seasoning. It doesn't have a whole lot of season to it. So I would say presentation, definitely a 5, is absolutely beautiful. And the taste, for me, I would say the taste is about a 5. I liked the apple in it. It was offset though because the dough was really not quite where it should be. And as far as the texture is concerned, I would say probably out of 3 because of the underbaking of the dough.
Great job to all the bakers. You did amazing. So we tallied up all of the points, and here are our rankings and our prizes.
In 6th place, we have Nathan, our only elementary schooler, with a total of 46 points for his blueberry muffins.
Nathan, you won a $15 gift card to local diner. It's a delicious breakfast place.
Next, in 5th place, we have William with his cinnamon muffins, beating Nathan by just 2 points with a total of 48 points.
William, you win 2 $15 gift cards to local diner.
Coming in 4th place, we have Alina with her cinnamon rolls with a total of 55 points.
Alina, you win 2 free pizzas from Fratelli's.
Coming in 3rd place, we have Reed with his apple roses with a total of 60 points.
Reed, you win a $40 gift card to local diner and 2 free meal cards for JC's Burger.
Next, in 2nd place, we have Claire with her lemon bars, beating Reed by just 3 points and coming in at a total of 63 points.
Claire, you win 2 $25 gift cards for Sprouts, 3 free meal cards for JC's Burger, and 1 free pizza from Fratelli's.
Lastly, in 1st place, winning by a landslide with 75.5 points, is Angelina with her mint chocolate cheesecake.
Great job, Angelina. I really enjoyed the cheesecake. You win a $100 gift card to Victor's Wood Grill, a delicious restaurant, and $60 cash.
Make sure that you guys go and check out teenpastry.com where you can buy some delicious pastries, and all of the profits will be donated to STEM charity.
teenpastrylab.com.